Gaetz, welcome back, sir.
Thanks for having me, Kennedy.
So, according to Politico, you were at the White House today. What were you doing?
Well, I had a great discussion about trade with Peter Navarro. There is an exciting opportunity for the president to be able to take some of the trade lessons we've learned in renegotiating NAFTA and apply those principles globally. And I always am grateful for the chance to go to the White House and chat policy.
Was anyone talking about the wall today? Did you overhear any good conversations?
I did not hear any on the wall, but I've had plenty of conversations with the president, even before the last election, Kennedy, and he was pretty serious then about seeing the Congress prioritize border security. They haven't done so. He's very frustrated, and he understands that Nancy Pelosi's never going to prioritize border security as Speaker of the House, and so we need our Republican leadership to show like one last gasp of political courage and help us leverage the Senate into a wall vote.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the vote that is happening next week. Do Republicans have the votes to pass a wall fund?
I'm confident that we would be able to pass funding for the wall in a clean vote on that question. But one of the most frustrating things about this place is we never seem to be able to vote on one thing at a time so that we're accountable to the American people. I mean, hell, Kennedy, earlier this week, we voted on a farm bill rule that also restricted our war powers relative to Yemen.
I know, I saw that.
It shows how, you would never be able to explain on Main Street in America why restricting the Congress's powers to declare war in Yemen would be linked to farm subsidies and crop insurance, but that's the really silly way we conduct business in this town. So if we had a clean vote on the wall, I think we'd get the votes. The House has already sent $20 billion in wall funding to the Senate. It was one of the first things we did early in the 115th Congress, and in prior Congresses, Democrats have even voted for $25 billion in wall funding. So it shows, it gives credence to the president's point.
But that's the president's big claim, is that Democrats are being hypocrites because they have voted for boosting the wall and drones and partitions and, more border security time and time again. He says they're only obstructing him. Do you agree with that, or is there something else here?
I do. I mean, why would they not support border security now if they've supported it in the past? And I think this is more about setting the stage for their policy goals going forward than actually getting something done with the time we have now for the American people. It is rewarding to see a lot of the technology that the president's administration has deployed, even from virtual reality technology, working to help us catch people that are involved with cartels and human trafficking and other nefarious activities on the border. So if we get the money, we'll be able to get the result. And then Mexico will pay for it.
You and I have talked about this a little bit before, but you know how you really hurt the cartels? You take away their marketing.
How about that? We could actually do responsible adult cannabis reform in this country, and then there wouldn't be a profit to move this plan across the border and have a bunch of people die in the interim. But you know what, Kennedy? We're going to get more young people elected to Congress, and this is a generational issue, not an ideological one. And then, yeah, we'll be able to actually, get some stuff done and improve quality of life for people. But there are a lot of reasons why we need that wall beyond just narco trafficking.
So what happens if the president doesn't get his wall funding? Is he going to shut down the government?
As the president loves to say, Kennedy, we'll see. But I think that he is really serious about it, and he knows this is his last chance to get something out of Paul Ryan before his speakership concludes.
You're not going to miss Paul Ryan, are you?
I don't know. I guess now, the people who really dislike me in the leadership will at least be members of the other party, not my own.
That's way more fun. It's no fun fighting with your brothers and sisters. Matt Gaetz, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Kennedy.